Of the children. In some instances, they carry babies at the back. So whilst the men chart the path and clear the pathway and get them pass through easily. So the men who do that, clearing a path, determining a path for the women to pass and the children to pass. So they lead that way. The men lead the way. The women come with all the items that they need to carry along.
Does that mean that our men will also come and portray how
they come and display all of that?
With their guns and all that?
Yeah, with their, in those days, our forebears didn't have what you find today as guns, but they had things that they used to protect themselves and fight with. They'll come and display all of that in dance form. You see all of that in dance form.
Now, before we finish with you, today is a beautiful day. Will you say the people of Anlo State hasn't really done much in portraying their beautiful culture to the world?
It's your first time here, and so we have done this every year for over several years, over 60 years now, and which at the point was truncated by chieftaincy disputes that lasted for over 15 years. So as Anglos, when I was growing up as a little child, we had even school Ogbetsotso. So as young as the little ones you can see they are beginning to feel that pride of being an Anglo, and they'll grow with it. And that's how it has been over the years. You may not have been here before, and so every year all the Anglo towns and villages gather here in Angloga, and where we depict our culture, where we teach our children. A week to the main Ogbetsotso, there's always a school Ogbetsotso, and there's a mini Ogbetsotso. In the various towns and villages, this is the main where all the towns and villages of Anglo come and gather here for the main celebration. And so when we depict our story, our migration story and all of that, you will see all of that displayed here today.
So now, as we run up with you, going forward, what are some of your expectations today? Today, we understand the Asante will be around, the government chair as well as the Kohine. These are three leaders, traditional leaders of different tribes in the country, all coming together. Is that not showing a sign that Ghanaians are one people? So we should embrace each other irrespective of where someone comes from.
Well, this is just sending a message of unity. The Anglos and the Asantes have had a pact, and that story will be told today, of how the Asantes have the Anglos as their allies, and they have supported each other in war times and what have you. And there are evidences of the friendship between the Asantes and the Anglos, the Anglo Ebers. We have a number of Eber tribes, but the Anglos Ebers have had a pact with the Asantes. The Otunfo Kofi Karekari, or Kofi Kakari, as you will call it, eventually solidified or consolidated that pact by giving a sword, a dagger, let me call it right, a dagger, as a symbolic, gesture to the Anglo state, which is currently housed by the Avadada, who is the warlord of the Anglo state. Everything that has to do with war is handled by the Avadada, and so that sword, that dagger, is kept by the Avadada of Anglo as an evidence of that pact between the Anglos and the Asantes. And you will know that to replicate and continue to show that friendship, there's a whole place in Kumasi named Angloga, okay, where our people, some of our people lived. It was quite symbolic. The Awamafia at the time visited Kumasi, and that place was offered. There are quite a number of stories of our friendship that will be displayed. The Anglos and the Asantes are not enemies. There may be political and all kinds of things that we can assign to a seeming tension or what have you that may be the impression of some people. However, this is a unique opportunity to display that the Asantes and Anglos are friends and have been friends since time immemorial, before Ghana became Ghana, before Gold Coast became Gold Coast. And it is worthy to note that Anglo and Asante became part of what we call Gold Coast at the time, the same day.
The same day?
Yes. There are all kinds of stories about other controversial issues about Volta Togoland. Anglo was not part of that. Anglo was already part and parcel of Ghana, the coastal part of what it used to be at the time Gold Coast.
Thank you very much, sir.
There are so many similarities, so many ways of showing our friendship, and that's what is the coming of the Otumfuo will symbolize for our people.
We'd like to thank you very much for your time, and God bless you. We'll go back to you when we see something we don't understand, so you impart some of your knowledge on my listeners, my viewers and myself.
And you remember that the Awamafia visited Kumasi a couple of years ago, in recent times, to celebrate with the Asante Hemi, and I'm sure this is in a direct a reciprocation of the same of that gesture of friendship that existed between the Anglo Epes and the Asantes long in our history. That cannot be deleted in our history, and so today you'll see a depiction of all of that. You see our young ladies dressed traditionally and doing their work, and you see some of the dancers behind them. The one you see behind is Achankbeko from Anglo as well.
From Afi mieto ha nada tu. Apanami. Manami nyato ngwebe miaba fiola choro do toke adama. Agagagara miato mi. Minyale mita miaba fiawo mi. Don't go for miaba fiola agagara miato miya. Miago miyamu miyawo. Miago miyamu miyawo. Mika kuku dem na mayola. Kapu mora shio koto dem na. Mi ta flash dom na mi. Mi kibe wafo manakato. Na moto loda.
didn't ni ebube ne brebe nse si ebube ebe ye de den
kura preko enim sebe odwampopo bi esi kuro ni mu awase wadore sra tanyini wantena fie ema aseduamfo
blani pie frimantam ba hin se pin enye nkwande wa na yesotro no wa
ansa na odi asebe fita na no makode ebrensi am wa otua ne nsem mojabumo ni mu hu bi
duanani wie klaman wo ye sofo kra wonye ye bi
tontonte ye no nsane ye fa
NYANSAPO
abone ntakra na mane yekese na ntakra abone die fanyinam kwatere kwa
mada woro mantuma ye fe ni din de sein
ni din do Obama
akola wa no so pese otrimu osuma ense bratam
the family ne honhon hia na America sa
sebe ka ya twere ni mu nyame nai ebu afaso enye de ya twere ni mu twa nyame
sebedi akone be kwen bodi atwede na se kofi nro ni ya aben ntime nyina ni mu ampata na wo yade ya